Good morning again from the Dewar Centre here in Perth. The morning draw, 9 o'clock game here in Scotland. We're featuring the game between Hannah Fleming and Sophie Jackson, two Scottish teams playing this morning. Girls just going through their draw shot challenge. So we've got Sophie Jackson, skip of the Scottish Junior Champions. Sophie playing her in-turn draw. I'm joined in the commentary box this morning with Rob Niven. Should be a good game today, Rob.
Yeah, we're looking forward to the all-Scottish clash. There's a lot at stake here. There's obviously the competition itself, but there's kudos points between the Scottish teams that are emerging, if you like, in behind Eve Muirhead. Obviously he's the number one team, but there's a lot of great opportunities for Scottish ladies curling to come in on the back of that, and these girls will be trying to be the number 2 team. The ice has been good, still swinging a lot, very quick. We saw some great games last night again, and it's terrific to see the full session here today. So we've got all eight sheets of the ice rink completely full with teams, and it's a tough day for the teams. It's a real moving day, as they say. We've got a lot of the teams have got 3 games, so by later on this afternoon, teams will be positioning themselves for quarter-final places. A lot at stake.
Sophie Jackson lost out narrowly last night to Team Fleury from Canada. A very close game. Canada winning at the last end.
Heads up, Lucy. Oh.
Yeah, no disgrace to that. I think Team Fleury are a really solid, good outfit. They've experienced and they've played at the highest level. They're really here for to win it. They as part of their schedule, they've got some big competitions coming up, and this is an important part of their program. So they're not here just to make up the numbers. So to go 8 ends with against Team Fleury is no disgrace at all.
So that's Sophie Jackson's draw shot challenge complete. The umpires will come on just shortly and measure the distance of that stone before Team Fleming have 2 practice shots to try and get the weight of the ice. Different speeds each day, and during the day it can change as well. They want to get closer to the centre to get the opportunity of the last stone at the first end.
This is almost a standard format now, Dave, in World Curling Tour events. The draw shot challenge. In the old days you would toss the coin and go on, but it's so vital that they've brought it in as a skill set in the actual game now, which is great. It's good theatre, and like I say, it's down to skill rather than the luck of the coin.
Yep, that's right, Robin. The great thing about it is that this is one of the Curling Champions Tour events, the EDF Energy City of Perth Ladies International. In some of the events you have to see them playing 2 stones and taking the combined distance of both stones, which is slightly more drawn out, but it's more of a team joint effort that way.
Well, I guess the more stones, the more it levels out the question of luck, and the more skill comes into it. The best teams come through, they tend to get the hammer, and it tends to reward the skill rather than reward luck. The other thing is it also gives the teams the opportunity, especially the skip, just to feel for the ice, get the chance to judge the swing, judge the speed, and so that when they come to throw that last rock in the first end, they know exactly where they want to be putting the brush down.
Yep, that's the whole idea of it. And in the World Championships, where you've got 12 teams competing, you have 11 games year round robin. Each player must do a minimum of 2 in turns and 2 out turns, which, as you say yourself, Rob, makes it more of a team event, and it prevents the skips from dominating the pre-game draws.
Yeah, and it brings in the importance of ranking as well. So at the end of our tournament here, when the league sections are all completed, if there is any ties, ranking may well be used to separate the teams. World events, that's standard fare now, that there will be a tiebreaker game, but there's only one tiebreaker game, so it eliminates the possibility of multiple tiebreakers, which obviously can drag a lot of teams playing 3, sometimes 4 games a day towards the latter stage of the competition. You know, you don't want fatigue to be the parameter of selection of the teams that go through to playoffs. You actually want the skill and the results-based business rather than just it being an endurance. So, yeah. So I think it's a good thing long term, and it's here to stay. So we've decided to embrace it in this competition.
Girls just waiting for the go-ahead from the BBC to start the transmission and start the game. All 10 draws being brought to you here from Perth on the web, online, and BBC Alba are covering 9 draws, which is fantastic for the game. Graham Thompson, Performance Director of British Curling, has been instrumental in A, supporting this competition, and B, getting the television involved, which is fantastic for the growth and promotion of the sport. Rob, in your role as the chairman of the RCC's competitions, you and Graham will be working closely over the next number of years to develop and take the events forward. I think Graham's got off to a fantastic start and is now his 2nd year in the role.
Yeah, I think he's been terrific, Dave. I think he's really started with a fresh pair of eyes and just really looked at the sport and thought, what ways can it be improved? And one of those ways is certainly the televisual effect of the sport. That was something that was probably further on 2 decades ago, and he's very keen to get it spread around, and obviously there's greater opportunities with easier to view media now to get TV into people's houses, and it's not just TV, it's online as well. So it can only further the sport, further promote it, bring more sponsors online, and show other teams at home how foreign teams can curl. More attacking curling. We'll see how the Canadians play. We've seen a lot this weekend already, and you know, there's a completely different game to sometime the Northern European teams play.
So we're up and running in the first end.
Oh, great start.
Nice shot by Abby Brown, just comes up fractionally short, which is what she wants, a corner guard. Big swinging knives here, can come around that red one, no problem at all. Got a family battle going on here today. Naomi Brown on the right hand side as we look at the screen, sweeping just now. She is sister of Abby Brown, who's playing lead for Hannah Fleming, so there'll be the bragging rights for the house for the next few weeks, hinging on this one, Rob.
Yeah, I mean, it wouldn't be the first time there's been family dynasties clashing, and here's another one. These girls will all know each other very well. They've all played against each other in the Scottish Championships, but right through their careers they'll have clashed with each other, so it'll be good fun. They'll certainly be trying harder, because sisters playing sisters, just the same as when brothers played brothers, Dave, I seem to remember.
Yeah, no love wins count for everything, Rob, you know. Nice shot by Rachel Hannon. Rachel is currently Eve Muirhead's 5th player at the international events, been to the last 2 events with us, and having been coaching the team, I know from a personal point of view she's been absolutely outstanding as a 5th player. Been like a machine at night when she matches the rocks in late night practice. Makes a huge difference to the girls next day if we can get good stone information to them.
Yeah, I think Eve's done a great job at bringing lots of different fifth players through. Obviously, Eve's dominated the Scottish ladies game and with a very tight unit, but she's done well at bringing different fifth players forward. She's not kept the same fifth player all the time. So not only is that not killed off another team, but also it's brought exposure and experience to a lot of the younger curlers to see what it is about at major championships. And I'm sure Rachel benefited from it, and it's good to hear that she put in a lot of hard work while she was there. The days of the fifth man carrying the bags and sitting in the stand are over. The fifth person has to contribute a huge amount to the team, and they're very much part of that team.
Yeah, they're integral to the success or otherwise of what happens to the floor on the ice. Alice Spence, second player for Team Fleming.
Look at that curl. As soon as the weight's off it, Dave, they really go, and that's T-weight probably, but it's really going fast.
Just going to catch the guard. Yeah, if you do have a soft release at all on this ice, it's pretty dramatic, the effect it has. Yesterday we were seeing 6 feet swings in most parts of the ice at draw weight. Opportunity here for Rachel Halliday to hit and lie 2. Jackson doesn't have the last stone, so she wants to make Fleming face 2 of the last one to force the 1. Nice shot.
Yeah, nice shot. That's just what she wanted to do.
Rachel's father, Robin Halliday, coaches the Team Jackson. Robin, a former World Junior champion with David Aitken back in 1986. Doing a good job with the young girls. Sophie and her team are the current Scottish Junior champions.
Yeah, that's curling at hack weight too. We noticed this yesterday, that even at the in-between weights they really go just as much. And you've got to be right out at the brush, or maybe even give yourself more than you're used to and just take another 2 inches of ice and just make sure you're on the right side, on the professional side of the stone, as they say.
Yeah, we mentioned yesterday, this is very, very similar to arena ice, similar speed, similar swing, and a lot of the girls don't get many opportunities to play on ice that swings as much as this on a regular basis. It takes a little bit of recalibration of their technique and delivery to allow for that. A poor shot by Abby, they should be disappointed with that. Alice, sorry.
Yeah, that's come a bit deep. I think they'd rather have seen that just top of the house rather than as far up as that. I mean, maybe a centre guard might have been a call later on in the game, but the fact that the first stone's gone back tee, they've not want to take a chance, because there's still an opportunity for a 2 here for Team Fleming. If one slip with the Jackson stones, and it's there's still an opportunity to get behind that corner guard.
Well, a good chance for Lorna Vevers to make a hit and roll on this one. Well, that was exactly the wrong side though.
Yeah, I noticed. I think Lorna was probably trying to negate that swing that she saw earlier, and she put a big handle on it, trying to hold it up, and actually it's done the opposite and it's just stayed straight because of the big handle. Multi-rotation there kept it running straight, but it's just about trusting the ice and being brave. Yeah, I think Team Jackson will be trying to put this just top 12 or certainly top 8. It's got a bit of curling to do, but it will come at the end.
Looking for a bit more separation this time, but it's gliding on.
Yeah.
Almost identical plays, so it gives Team Fleming another opportunity to lift a double here.
Yeah, she's got two options here, Dave. She can either go double or take it over the top and try and get behind the corner guard. I think at first end she'll probably be happy just with the double here and try and leave her skip just the draw against the 1 or 2.
Bit wide again.
Yeah.
Just a couple of half shots there. Both these teams have dominated the Scottish Junior Championships the last number of years. Hannah Fleming had a couple of outstanding results in 2012. She was a World Junior Champion, won at Östersund in Sweden. In 2013 she came back to defend her title, only slipping up in the very last game against Russia in Sochi prior to the 2014 Olympics.
Yeah, she's an outstanding talent, and in many other eras she would have played many times in world events, but for the fact that there's Team Muirhead at the other side of the Scottish Championships every time she comes to the finals. But they'll still get their opportunity in occasions. It's just they're in the wrong era.
She must feel a little bit like Andy Murray, Rob, in tennis, landing up at the same time as Djokovic and Federer and these sort of guys. It was an unfortunate time to be at the top.
I think she's got to draw inspiration and take the positives, and every time she raises the bar, gets some great results. Eve's team seems to raise the bar further, but that's sport, and that's where they get their inspiration from.
That's right. Very nice shot from Sophie Jackson. Lying 3 yellow stones at the first end, and forcing Hannah to play run back double here.
Yeah, that's the right depth to draw. I think Sophie was trying to get just top of the house there. Just keep Team Fleming hitting. And first end, we saw that if you turn them a wee bit, they'll swing. If you put too much handle on it, they'll stay straight. So that's not a lot of ice. So I'm thinking this will not be short of weight.
Well, if you throw them cleanly with a bit of extra weight on, it's amazing how straight they do go with big weight, and she has big weight this time.
Yep.
Abby's indicating that. Spence trying to get to swing more. I think they've been a little bit caught out by Alice Spence's second shot, which is a lot less weight than these last 3 takeouts we've seen. Every one of them has been the wide side, Rob.
Yeah.
It's just a bit of weight controls the challenge for Team Fleming just now. So a great opportunity if Sophie Jackson can replace that stone back in the same place and make Hannah face 3. She'll have at very worst an opportunity for the steal or the force.
Yeah, there's no demons out there, Dave. I mean, it's just a case of trusting the ice and believing that it's gonna curl, because it will curl. And they're maybe just overthrowing it just to because they're scared of that swing. So Sophie's got a real chance to put the pressure on Team Fleming right at the first end.
Line's good. 4.
Same position would be good.
4.
Well, the girls are calling 4 for weight, so it's got to be
Fine.
relatively close. Looks to have plenty of weight at this stage.
Similar to it's a bit deeper than the last.
It's okay.
Yep, just slipped on a couple of yards too far there.
Slightly.
Asking the question of Hannah Fleming.
Control again, or will I play normal? Girls said your weight was up with the last. And what did we take roughly about that? So you just want to
Yeah,
play
nose hit will
normal?
bail out of this end.
Edge of stone.
Would be comfortable enough. Try and lift them both. I wondered whether they maybe should have just taken that half a stone further, made the nose hit even harder, and made them try and create a double when had it welded right even up to it. But she's got a bailout chance here, nose hit.
Final stone, first end for Hannah Fleming. And again, it's not tight.
Yeah, she's made it.
Just gets it, no more. Yep. Very good end for the Jackson team. Good settler for them. Good draw weights.
Yeah, spoils even. I think Hannah Fleming will be pleased the way they got out of that. They were in a bit of bother there, and had it been left longer, she might have had to draw. Even if they'd welded that up, that nose hit would have lost a stone. So spoils even, I would say, but certainly Sophie Jackson's team will be glad to get the hammer and the control of the game now.
Playing 8 games throughout the championship here. If the games are tied after 8 ends, we're going to one extra end. And if there's no score next end, it's a shootout, a single draw the button. One nominated player from each team.
Is that what it is? Okay.
Be interesting to see the confidence of Sophie Jackson's team here too. They had a hard week at the juniors, so it's great that they've been able to have this competition to come straight back into. Try and get some more confidence back and start playing again. They won the Scottish juniors with some fine attacking curling, and it'd be good to see them go straight back in there.
Yeah, I agree, Rob. I think it's a fantastic opportunity for Sophie and the girls to get into what's unquestionably the strongest field in ladies curling and probably in Europe this year. Dust off the defeat from the juniors, which is a big disappointment for them. A real surprise for me. I honestly thought they were in the contention for the playoffs when they left Scotland. They all threw the stone very well, and I've been very impressed with Sophie as a skip. Having watched her the last couple of years in the Scottish ladies finals, she calls an excellent game, got really good tactical awareness, and they're one of her strongest hopes for the future.
Yeah, good call there. Straight to the corner guard, even though there's one on the button. I agree, they'll be disappointed themselves, but it's no disaster for their growth as a team. On another day they could easily have made in the playoffs. Sometimes it's about exposure at these world events as a young age, so I have every confidence they'll bounce back.
Abby Brown trying to guard her first stone here. Wants to get her shot cutting the centre line. And if she can get it on the EDF Energy badge, she'll be delighted, because that's the perfect spot to be just a metre short of running.
Yeah, I think that was just weight that time, David. I think it hung out a long time, but it was just the weight of it.
Yeah, line was perfect. So Rachel Hannon trying the in-turn tap back.
Looks like both teams are happy to go for it, Dave. We're going to see some stones in play this morning. She needs to avoid that guard though. Perfect.
Done that beautifully.
Oh, it's even too good.
Just over curls.
Yeah, and there was a bit of running weight on that, Dave, as well. That was hacked the barrier, and it still swung 2 feet at the end there.
Yeah, big swing and nice. You can see here that Alice Spence has got about a metre off the side of the stone.
Yeah, nice shot.
Okay, sorry.
Happy to roll the wing that time, Dave, rather than going in behind the centre guard. Might have been back tee. Would have given the Sophie Jackson chance to come right down on it. So
Yeah, the positive of that, though, Rob, she rolled in the way she draws the game to the centre of the house, reducing the scoring area for Team Jackson. Going out the wing here. Rachel will be quite happy just to hit and stick here. She's got big weight. Big weight. Might not draw as much of that weight.
No.
Just exactly that. Just too much weight. Yeah, so the principle being, when you've got last stone of the end, you want to try and get as much of the play away from the centre as possible to give you your chance with your last stone to draw to the centre, and vice versa. If you don't have last stone, you want to get the play into the centre to reduce the scoring area for the team with last stone.
yeah, I like the outturn here. They looked at the in-turn, but I think it's an outturn draw. They saw Naomi Brown shot come down here. They should know the curl on this track. Maybe just light a weight. It's caught the draw a bit earlier.
Yeah, they're working it pretty hard though. Nice shot.
Great shot. Taking the double off too. Maybe the in-turn draw there might have just left the double. So good call. Sophie's seen enough. Doesn't fancy drawing against the three, so she's going to take the centre guard off.
Yep, chance to run it back and lift the double. It's a little bit tight just now. Great shot. Great shot.
Almost all three. Yeah, the other thing it does there, Dave, it brings that the corner guard into play, and in fact it's left two corner guards up, so suddenly Team Jackson's turned this end around with just that one shot.
Yep, good setup for Jackson here, despite the fact she last shot against. It's two corner guards, you say, and Hannah Fleming.
What do you think?
Yeah, I don't think Sophie will be too scared about Hannah coming around these corner guards. It's sucked the corners straight back into play, and I would say it's advantage the team in last stone now.
Yeah, definitely. Lawrence has got to watch not slip behind the tee here, because she needs something top 4 foot just to weight wise and behind the corner guard.
Yeah, I think it has slipped back tee, and it's not really troubling that guard either.
It's got a lot of stopping to do, and that's going to slip through the back. Big chance now for Naomi Brown to play an in-turn freeze on the Fleming stone.
She's calling a bit of weight. I don't know if she needs to do any weight at all here, Dave. I'd like to see her just weld it, just freeze it. It completely puts the initiative and the pressure back on the opposition. I think tapping this stone out just plays into the hands of Team Fleming here, but we'll see what happens.
Yeah, no question, Rob. This is an opportunity she had to freeze down here. But big weight, takes out but rolls out. Doesn't put any pressure on the Fleming team. They get a free draw.
Yeah, I mean, perhaps in her mind she was thinking, well, if she can bounce it and roll across into the middle, it's taking the pressure, but we're no worse off maybe.
No, but in these situations, in this game, that's how you can put pressure on the opposition, by force them to play tough shots. This is a free draw now, as opposed to facing one that was frozen on before.
I think she's gone deep again. There's no doubt the ice is lightning and it's catching a lot of teams. We saw that yesterday, that the first couple of ends the girls were struggling just to find that top of the house weight. So we're through the back with 2 feet there, and these girls can sweep stones a long way, so maybe that's 8 feet, 10 feet too long.
That's right, the girls sweeping will take the stones about 10 feet further on this type of ice surface. Of course also holds the stones straighter at the same time.
Line's fine, all yours. Yeah, line now.
Great chance here now. They've worked this end very well. They've created their two corners. They can just get round it.
It's going to slip back. Is it going to stay in? Don't think so. Oh, it bites at the back of the house.
It's a teaser.
Not bad.
Yeah, it's still advantage.
What was it, like 15?
Still advantage Jackson. She's got the goalposts up.
Oh, yeah.
It's going to take a good shot here from Hannah to try and negate a potential 2 against here.
Super fast, going into
Normally in the morning draw, first draw of the day, the ice is slightly faster. Buildings chilled down overnight, there's nobody here. As the day progresses,
Just give me a wee bit more.
with all the activity and
Yeah.
heat that builds up during the day in the building, the ice gets slightly slower.
Yeah, big swing here, Dave. I mean, they're taking ice at the edge of the 4 foot on the opposite side, and they're trying to swing to the corner of the 8 foot. So there's 6 feet of swing here,
Well, give it a wee bit. You've got room.
maybe even 8 feet.
Good.
Yep, perfect ice conditions.
Top tee.
Paul Martin and his
Tee high, guys. Tee high.
ice crew here in Perth providing
The girls like it this time.
15, 15. Tee high. Tee high. Alice now. Finish it, Alice. Hard.
good shot by Hannah Fleming.
Go, 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 go.
Can they get enough hide?
Nice shot.
Yeah, the real difference is there. It's top of the house. It's very hard for Sophie to pop that back and lie shot. So
I think
great
she,
shot.
I think she can though, Rob, because we saw in Naomi Brown's shot she played pretty heavy weight and hit and rolled out. If Sophie can just play back ring weight, hit the red stone on the left as we look at it just now on the screen, and then roll across to the centre, to the button. She's taking a bit more ice than she gave to Naomi, so she obviously intends playing less weight.
Yeah, the key about this weight this time is if she feathers the guard, nudges it out of the way and rolls in herself, suddenly she's got 2 second shots, and Hannah's then going to be left a dilemma. So even if she doesn't get past the guard this time, they've got to make sure they catch the guard fat enough that they can roll in. And if it all goes wrong, she's still got the whole of the 8 foot clear to bail out with. So that's the power of the corner. Lots of options to bail out still.
Sophie, a sports coach, studying sports coaching at the University of Western Scotland.
Yep.
19 years old, so still very young.
Yep. Go, 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 go.
Can the girls keep this straight enough?
Forward, keep going, go, go, go. Whoa.
Great shot. Look at that, on the nose almost.
Just unlucky, Rob. It just
Yeah.
jammed it on the back. It was too good almost. It was too close to the guard, so real nice shot.
Yeah, that's a perfectly executed shot. It just it was almost too good.
Yep, just drew a fraction too much.
Yeah, they held it well. I thought they were going to be on the guard, and I wondered whether they maybe should have bailed out earlier there. But I mean, when you see it come round, almost catch the nose of the stone, it might have been the only chance they get. So
Just barriers. Give it a chance. It was 6.
Hannah just got to be careful that she doesn't hit it in the wide side and jam it. Looking to hit and rolling behind the guard here to lie to.
yeah, the good thing for Hannah is that it popped the other yellow out the bag, so she got a real break there. That she doesn't have to worry about the double being set up this time.
Oof. A little fortuitous there.
Yeah, sure.
Great opportunity to lie 2 and 4. So now Sophie will just throw her last one through and blank the end. A little bit wide. It's been a couple of times this game we've seen the interns hanging up there, but I think it was more the weight control again. She asked for barrier weight, and it was certainly a firm barrier.
Yeah, I think that's all it is. I think they're trying to negate the swing on these strikes, and they're almost overthrowing it. They've been very positive in their handles, just to try and keep it out there and letting it come at the end, and maybe just overthrowing. Yep, Sophie trying to keep control of the game, keep the hammer, and we'll see some corner guards going back up again here, I think. So blank end. Jackson keeps hammer.
Had chances. I didn't really like that we're coming round their corners, but I didn't know what else to do. Yeah. Corner. She'll go in. Yeah, even if she goes short, if she does go short, we go round. She goes short first. Do we want to come round? Yes, of course. Because last night, I know, just to try it out again.
So I think we'll see Hannah probably trying to go top 4 again. I don't think she'll go centre guard at this stage. She'll be anticipating the corner guard getting thrown up by Sophie Jackson's team.
We'll go this way, it could be slower.
Yep, she'll try and go top 4. Jackson will go corner guard, then Fleming will throw the centre guard on the one that's top 4, and game on, as they say, Rob.
Yeah.
3, just watch, might be a little slower. 2.
Yeah, we didn't see much coming down this out-turn handle this time at the first end, so it'll be interesting to see. They all played down the same track in the last time, and it got pretty quick.
Get it, center line. Really nice.
Yeah, they've gone guard. That's a good shot there. Slight change in tactics from Sophie Jackson. Shows what you and I know.
Yeah,
With that guard being central, Sophie's decided to go round rather than go corner guard. I'd still like to see her just ignore that and go corner guard.
yeah, 100% Rob. This is a bit of a risk for the Jackson team, playing around the centre guard here with the last stone. It's playing into Fleming's hands here.
She's played a good shot though.
Really nice shot.
Top 4. We're going to see her chase the 4 foot for a few shots here before stones will probably start moving around towards the second half of this end.
Good weight control. Perfect place. Abby Brown, 23-year-old from Stranraer, studying, doing a Masters in Marketing at Napier University.
Keep calling it. Way on left. Alex. Check. 5, 6.
Just need to curl a bit there.
Yep, go, Alice. Go.
Great weight control again. It will come a lot at the end though.
Whoa.
Gets a piece of the corner, yep.
Good effort.
Good stone.
Very good.
Tricky for the Jacksons to try and move without disturbing their own stone.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind a little bump here on this, even if it does pop the yellow out into the open on the other hand to lie 2, and even if the red just goes to the back of the 8 foot, it would be a good stone for Rachel here.
Yeah, well, currently that red stone's the control stone. It's in the right place. Rachel Hannon trying to tap it back.
It's a lot narrower line this time.
having to work hard, but it's going to be really tight to get past.
That's good.
Well, that's not awful.
Fine.
It's moved the centre guard off. Potential corner guard there. The Reds shouldn't really be a problem at the back of the house. She couldn't have removed it from play anyway. So it's not the worst plan B in the world.
No, it's
That's really
turned out not too bad. She'd like to have the red out of the house, I guess, but she couldn't take out of play. It's the free guard zone. She can't remove any stones between the front of the house and the hog line until the 5th stone of the end. Lorna working hard to keep this straight. Does a good job.
Yes, this is what we're talking about, that even though there's 2 Reds there, third one at the back, there's still an opportunity for Sophie Jackson to play a wee bump and roll in behind the corner guard, and she will then be dominating the end. This will be a hack weight shot, just to try and... The important thing is keeping the yellow in play here. A little wobble. If it comes across and gets in behind the corner, it's a good shot. Even if it stays straight, she can just tap and sit in front of the second red.
Looks an easy double, but it's got to be hit absolutely smack in the nose
That's fine.
to get it, and that's what happens when it doesn't get right in the centre. Kicks over the top.
Kept the yellow in play, which is good. That was the number one thing for me there. It's forced Hannah to make a play on it. The more these stones move around, the more it's going to bring that corner guard back into play. They're all just manoeuvring themselves here for position.
The way it's landed up, she pretty much has to hit the target stone, the yellow stone, and the
On the high side, yeah.
high side of the left as we look at it.
I think she's done that.
It's rolling out. So Jackson got a chance to hit this red and lock on to the winger or make a double.
Yeah, I'd almost like to see her just hit and flop right across the top of it. Making the double looks good for the crowd, but to force the error here, I think if she can just put it right in front of the red, that would be a great shot. Good shot.
Okay, nice shot.
So from a position of being 3 reds in play, they've tidied that up quite well. It's forced Hannah to play on this this winger. Even if Lorna hits and sticks here, Sophie's got the chance again of getting that 2 back by going round the corner. She could probably ignore this red no matter where it finishes.
That's right, that would be a good call, Rob. It's the finest of contacts there.
Yeah, Sophie's manoeuvred these stones well here. She's taken 4 stones to get there, but she's brought that corner right into play. The corner's close enough to the house that you can get right behind it, and yet it's there for a split or tap up later on in the game. So
Well, we said at the time that Rachel Hannon's shot when she caught the guard wasn't a disaster because it did leave this corner guard in play.
Line's okay. Whoa.
they like the line. It looks just heavy enough at the moment. It's curling big now. Going to be back in the house though. Pretty good.
Yep, not a bad shot, but it gives a resting point for the Fleming stone. You really want these shots of the tee, Rob, anywhere in front of the centre line. Then they've got to come with weight and move it, and the chances are they're rolling to open. You get an opportunity to lie too.
Yeah, it's actually ended up just perfect for Hannah Fleming. Actually, it's back 4 weight. I almost think if it's behind the tee there, it might even be as well back 8 to give yourself room for your second shot to come in, because they're going to freeze this and there won't be much room for Sophie to come back on top of it.
Nice shot from Lorna Weavers. And
Yeah.
that is the penalty for slipping behind the tee.
Yeah. Another half stone deeper by Sophie's stone, and you'll see it would have created a bit more space for the second one coming down to Rachel's here.
Just got to commit to, haven't you, when you see it coming down heavy at the top of the house, so commit to it and go as far as you can, get as far back to give yourself more room.
She's still a chance here if she can copy Lorna's stone and bring it right on top. There's still options there for Sophie to get her 2 out of this yet.
Needing it for weight this time.
Yeah, just a touch light. That was all. The line was good if they could have held it there. Interesting dilemma now.
It's going to take 2 shots for Jackson to get shot stone here to bring both her yellows into play. She can play a tap up on that or draw round, but it's hard to get a multiple score.
Yeah, I mean the dilemma here is the centre guard would clearly give the team without the hammer a chance to steal 1 or 2, but she's a bit scared that if the centre guard doesn't end up in the perfect place, they have a potential tap up to still get the 2. So
yeah, if she can throw a guard down, take the angle off the raise on the yellow's probably the best shot either side.
There's still room in that 4 foot. She goes centre guard. Sophie can still come round that twice. And I think that's probably what they're scared of, leaving the guard too long. So I think they're going to see them come right into the top of the 12 foot here with their guard and take the angles off, like you say.
Yep.
I don't know what to do. If we guard, they're probably just going to either open it up or they'll swing one there.
She's probably like the open, isn't she?
Or she'll run that.
We just play the play this easy shot. Don't make it difficult for ourselves. Because if we did get it wrong,
Yeah, okay.
yeah.
Yeah.
Because I mean, even if you're here,
Well, yeah. Yeah, okay.
come on, I mean,
Yeah.
middle of 8.
Like that theory, Rob. Take the easy shot.
Yeah,
Leave Sophie the tougher shot. I think moving that yellow anywhere is highly risky.
yeah. I think curling's all about that. Try and keep yourself playing easy shots and make the opposition play the hard ones. It's amazing how many times good teams make mistakes when they're playing high percentage shots the whole time.
Yeah.
I'm glad she's moved her brush. The initial line there of the middle of the 8 foot white circle there was certainly not enough ice for a front stone guard, but should be now.
Where? Line's good. Abby, if you have to. Abby. Hard, Abby. Hard.
Yeah, they just need to make it curl. The weight's good, it just needs to swing.
Trying to close the gap here.
Go, 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 go.
It's a good shot.
Well swept.
I think that's a bit longer guard than they were calling, but they'll be happy enough that it's covered up all the angles. So Sophie's got really only one choice now, and that's to draw the button.
Yeah, actually, I think that's it. Swinging it once. Yeah, I think I like that.
Yeah, if she gets this right, Rob, it'll be a
But when we
good opportunity. Gets half in behind that yellow stone, top of the 4 foot, and there's enough swing as we've seen here that goes sideways at the end.
Oh, the 2's still on. Similarly, if she doesn't make this, that centre guard, it could be very difficult if the Reds get there first. So it's a chase to the button now.
So this Curling Champions Tour event is brought to you from the city of Perth. by our title sponsors, EDF Energy, in conjunction with British Curling, Liguere, Switzerland, Perth and Kinross Council, Mercure Hotels. It's coming from our host venue here, the Live Active Leisure Dewars Rinks in Perth. Fantastic facility, allowing some of the best curlers in the world to show us their skills. Sophie Jackson, first shot at third end, trails by one, an opportunity to get a out-turn draw in here. Girls just trying to get the weight perfect. It's got to be top of the forefoot here.
It's hanging out.
It's heavy. Just slips behind the tee. Identical weight to Naomi Brown's. And a huge opportunity here now for Hannah Fleming to come down, sit top of the button, lie two.
Yeah, the interesting thing here is the yellow may actually be counting there, so they may be tempted to come back to it and pop it, but I think the most important thing here for Reds is keep it top of the forefoot. Stealing one here would be more important than being greedy and trying to get in to lie two.
Even if we are short of shot, getting a two is pretty tricky. 15. I would like to just a little bit more.
She gets this right, it's going to be really difficult for Sophie with her last.
Well, there'll be almost no shot if she gets this in the right place. Anywhere apart from long rob is good here. Top of the forefoot or shorter. Wow.
Just overswept it a bit, really, because I think untouched that would have been not too bad.
Yeah, she couldn't. She was trying to lie two, but she didn't want to go any further than top of the forefoot there. And Sophie just got the same shot again. Draw down for one.
Yeah, Team Hannah Fleming looked relaxed. That it's a good force. They've played a good shot there, but that was an opportunity to steal, really, and that would have taken a big step forward in the game. But she's still got to play this. Same track as she just played. Should be no problem. Just asking the girls for a split. Just throw the same weight and we'll get it there.
Sophie Jackson's last shot. The girl's starting to sweep it now.
I think they seem happy enough. They're giving it a bit more now.
Split time of 14.7. Hog to hog.
Yeah, good shot.
Just gets enough. Really nice shot. Good end of curling. Both teams played some excellent draws there. Game's tied up at one shot each after three ends.
What was the call on that last one?
Hammer goes back to Fleming, so she'll try and look for her two and four.
To swing it.
Yeah, great end of curling there, Dave. We saw the classic centre guard being thrown up straight away, and shows what that can conjure up. Created Hannah Fleming line 3 at one point, and then suddenly the initiative went the other way. Just the Sophie Stone coming too deep, going round the corner guard, creating an opportunity for Lorna Vivers, who then froze it. Suddenly the initiative went the other way again.
And it all came through the second shot of the end, where Sophie Jackson asked Rachel Hannon to come round the centre guard as opposed to throwing a corner guard up, and it drew the game into the centre, which is ideal for Team Fleming, and it meant that Sophie had a good draw to the button to get her one. And if Fleming had made her last shot a metre less weight, she was in big trouble because there was no run backs. There was nothing she could do. She could have lost the two.
So very even battle. Half stones here and there is the only thing that's separating them at the moment.
Girls working Rachel Hannon's draw shot hard here to get it onto the centre line, looking for a centre guard. Just a bit long this time.
So the strategy is totally reversed again. We've got the centre guard going up by Team Jackson. I think that's too long this time, Dave. I think she really wanted that to be further up. But we'll maybe see a double guard going up.
Yep, it's just 10 feet too short. The one thing is though, Rob, when it kind of prevents them throwing a corner guard up now, because you can't get past that to get around the corner guards. You know, it's almost like a blocker for the in or the out turn draw around the corners. So Hannah Fleming electing to come around the centre guard. Hannah and a estate agent with McGerrow and Stevenson from Lockerbie, our hometown.
Yeah, so we've seen with the guard being so long, they're able to play. I mean, this is a barrier weight, really, and come round and try and nose it. Maybe just gone too heavy.
Yep, Abby Stone just sat out there and gave Rachel an open hit.
What do you like? Stand float.
All 8 girls in Nice today are part of the Scottish Institute of Sport High Performance Programme.
Yeah, this weekend's curling is a great opportunity for the Scottish teams, Dave. I mean, we've got 8 fine teams from Scotland being able to compete with the best in the world here on conditions that allow the Scottish public to be watching it live. Obviously, these teams are all different opportunities to go across Europe and play against the top European teams, but very rarely will they be able to play teams from Canada and Japan.
Yep, 2 past world champions in the field and a number of past junior champions, so it's a very strong field.
Yeah, neither team are really wanting to take a bit of a move on this. It's almost with the centre guard just being a little bit too long. It's not really helping either team, but Hannah's had enough of it. They're not actually sure if it's a threat or...
I think that centre guard's so long, Rob, that no matter where you put it in the house, you could play a come around tap back on it.
Yeah.
Any point in time.
So it's almost not in play other than to protect another guard that you might throw behind it.
So Hannah with the last stone could easily go wide to the other wing. Identical position to the one that's in the house, but the other side. And then Sophie would have a bit of have to chase the open ones. So it would give yourself an opportunity to score 2, but she's playing quite defensive here and taking the cover off.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes you take the centre guard off, it's to hit it just high and create a corner guard, but even the corner guard there was going to be too long that it wouldn't be much use, so she's happy just to peel it off completely.
I just didn't like that there, but...
It might have just given away an easy force here. Sophie could split the house and wrestle the hammer back without having to create too much.
6 is a good call using a number system. 1 to 10, 10 being back ring, 1 just being over the hog line.
7, 8.
Looks pretty quick.
Yeah.
I think that's going to be well back.
Just has to hang on to do its job, but I don't think it's even going to do that.
Just a fraction heavy.
It's a bit quicker this morning though, Dave. I mean, that's running over 14 seconds there, so...
Yeah, it's fast ice. The last end, when Sophie drew against the 2, she played 14-7 on a hog-to-hog time, which is fast ice.
Just as a comparison, Dave, is this pretty similar conditions to Swift Current out in Saskatchewan the Teeve and the girls were playing in, or is it still quicker again in world curling conditions?
No, in fact, in Swift Current, Robert was about 14-2 most of the week, so it was about 8 feet slower than it is here, to 10 feet slower. So this is a little bit faster, the ice here, and the draw is similar. They were swinging about the same distance.
The other good thing that we have this week is that we have sectional play, so the teams, it's a very tight schedule to know when teams are playing, so we do have an opportunity for the ice to be recut and repebbled between every game, so Paul and his team have got a bit more time this week than, an example, the Perth Masters, where triple knockout can be end after end. Doesn't give the guys an awful lot of time in between the games, so the girls are going to get some pretty good ice conditions all week.
Yeah, we've got a full 8 lanes of competition this morning. The format of the competition, there's 4 sections of 5. Each team plays the other teams in the section, so you've got 4 game round robin, and the top 2 qualify for the quarter-finals. Quarter-final draws on 7 o'clock GMT on Saturday evening. Very open end here, nothing much happening.
Yeah, once the centre guard was taken off, we weren't going to see too much attacking curling, and I think Sophie's relatively happy with the way the end's developing. She wasn't going to throw another centre guard up, and then she's just gone and done that. Good stuff. Commentator's curse.
I mean, I like the way Sophie Jackson plays the game. That's
Oh,
a good,
sure.
good call. It's so often we see in the girls' game in particular, with the exception of Eve Muirhead, teams that just throw them back in the rings there. It's doing nothing for the game. Doesn't take the challenge to the opposition. I know in our debriefs, anytime we've played against Sophie's team, we've always mentioned the fact that win or lose, she calls a very good game.
Yeah, to throw it in the house there was just giving away an easy blank. So, throw centre, it's got the team Fleming really thinking. They're in 2 minds here. Instinct would say she wants to not go round the guard, but
Stick it to the wing. Would they chase us or do they come round? Let's go wing,
yeah, she's in the dilemma of whether to go round that guard or go to the wing. She's scared that if she goes to the wing, then Sophie might actually even ignore it.
Yeah, I don't think so at 1-1. Sophie will be looking for to use that guard if she gets a mistake at some point.
Go round. You show her half. You might have got the jam across on the back yellow, but 25.
Lorna Weaver's second shot, the 4th end, trying the draw to the wing.
Yeah, I mean, that's smart enough. Takes initiative away from the centre of the sheet when you've got the hammer.
7-8's good.
Weight looks good at the moment. Big curl there. It's going to be right out on the outside of the sheet.
Yep. Hard, Abby.
Split the tee line.
Hard.
Yep, perfect shot. So Sophie try and hit this and roll back into the centre.
So we see no hair pads out there, Dave. This is the first event in Scotland, I think, that will have had the new brush moratorium where they're only allowed 4 brushes for the entire game. No swapping of pads. They can, of course, interchange between the players, but they've got to play with the same brush throughout the whole game that they've started with. That's a good rule, I think.
Yeah, absolutely. The game has gone through quite a transition this year with the all the furore about directional sweeping. Basically steering the stones any direction you want as they come down the ice with different brushing equipment. And I think overall, Rob, the WCF, the World Curling Federation, have done a good job in trying to monitor and control the game. Sophie just going to...
Yeah, it's hard luck. That was a great attempt.
Roll into the open, but it was a very good attempt, as you say.
Sorry, I thought it would be okay.
Pained expression from the sweepers.
Roll that much.
It was pretty close. It didn't have to do an awful lot more to get that right, but it's created a wee opening. Hannah's going to ignore the one at the back, try and get her 2 round the guard.
That's right, Fleming got 2 to come, so if she can get one top 4 here, it puts a bit of pressure on to Jackson to remove it. Right, she's got to get this right, otherwise she'll face 2 with her last one, and that'll be a force situation. Yeah, so the brushing, Rob, is it's a moving target just now. It's difficult to know how it's all going to pan out, but there's certain fabrics that were definitely having a more effect on the running line of the stone than others were. And the horsehair brushes, the traditional old curling brushes, were deemed to be unacceptable. Although I have to say, some of the fabrics that are available in the market at the moment can move the stone as far as hair was. Team Fleming working really hard to keep this straight.
Yeah, I think it's curled too much.
Well, now Sophie has a fantastic opportunity. If she can come round these 2 guards, get to the top of the 4-foot, make Hannah face 2.
Yeah, I don't know if that must have grabbed. It was certainly very light a weight. I don't think it was the bad line, it was the weight that was the problem there, because that's really only just come up to the halfway line. So yeah, it wasn't going to make the house if it got past anyway. I think it was, as you say, Rob, it was the line was right, it was just the weight that was down. No, on the sweeping, Dave, I think you're right. I think the WCF have played a canny line here. They've listened to the players, they've developed the rule as it's gone on through the season. It was a real genie out the bottle thing at the start of the season, where suddenly stones were moving backwards, forwards, sideways, and I think they've brought out a good line that lets the players effectively sweep across the stone, but control the equipment they can use. And I think that's the right thing. If they can control the equipment, it takes it out of the umpire's hands to try and negate any subjective views on which way somebody's sweeping. So it may change again.
It will definitely change again, no question about that. But I think the great thing is just now, Rob, that the players and coaches alike have all been very open about it and trying to make it work for the betterment of the sport. In the background, you have the challenges of the commercial situation with different businesses, different manufacturers, all vying for their product to be the number one. So it's a tricky situation for them, no doubt about that. It's not easy. I think the one thing we have got away from is the multiple changing of brush heads during a game. And in the men's game particularly, you would see them using 2 if not 3 brush heads, and it kept them fresh and able to rip the pebble. I don't think that's the way ahead for the sport.
No, that was never a good thing for the game.
This
You're
is
right.
a game of line and weight. Sweeping traditionally, yes, has kept the stone straighter and taken them further, but what was happening wasn't good for the game.
That was a great attempt from Sophie Jackson. They maybe got a bit scared of the line there. They took more ice than was needed. She threw perfect weight right down the brush. I think they expected it to go more.
Yep. That's forcing Han to play a tap back against 2. It's a nice shot.
Right to it. Well set.
Perfect weight.
Good shot, another good force from Team Jackson.
Yeah, that whole force was all about throwing that centre guard when perhaps, certainly I was expecting it to go top 4. So just shows it just took one centre guard and it brought the whole game back into the middle. And Sophie Jackson's got the advantage of the hammer, although 1 down, but she's still got the hammer. So 2-1 Fleming at halfway, but very even game.
Good game, close game. So let's see what pans out in the second half. More of the same. It'll be who can control the weights better. I think will be the successful team at the end of the day.
So we'll give you a quick rundown of the scores going across the sheets here. We have Val Sweeting from Canada playing against England's Anna Fowler. So 3-1 Sweeting against Fowler. 4-0 Tirazzoni against Tracy Fleury. Gasawara 3-1 up against Scotland's juniors dandy. Eve Muirhead 4-1 up against Skaslien of Norway. Hasselberg early start 5-2 up against Murray of Scotland. Honours relatively even in the Scottish clash. Jean Aitken against Lauren Gray. And lots of stones in play, believe it or not, against Pats against Flaxey, but still 0-0.
Hard to believe you can get 0-0 on ice like this after 4 ends, but it won't be 0-0 at this end. I don't think. There's a lot of Pat stones lying in the rings.
There has been stones in play across there. It's fun. It's a funny thing that there've been so many blanks. They've obviously just got the ability to bail out at the right time. So back to the televised game. We've gone centre guard, and it's roles reverse where Team Jackson's tried to come round. They've popped it, but Hannah Fleming's rock in the house now.
Yeah, that wasn't Rachel's best one there. A little bit tight for line.
Opportunity here to put pressure on again. It's a strange thing, isn't it? We've been talking about the advantage of the last stone, but in this game it's the team that's gone first seems to be pressing initiative, and the force has been coming through more often. You referred to Andy Murray earlier, and that sometimes happens in tennis too, where the team playing without the advantage seems to up their game. That's gone a bit deep though.
It slides behind the tee, which is not what she wanted. Good call, Sophie. That's the control stone, so we can get that one out of there. Good shot if you hit and check out to the right hand side. To the wing here, Rob, would be good.
Yeah, a great chance to
set up a corner guard and
put a corner and feather the one at the back and the double.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's not terrible. It's dominated the centre there. It's still got a stone that's usable. It's almost a corner. Alice Spence can get this top 4 though. They're going to be dominating the first half of this end.
Yeah, it means that Jackson's got to be pretty careful and not have too many half shots. Trails by 1, doesn't want to go any further behind than that. This looks slightly heavy again.
Just back again, but I think she's going to try and run that centre one. I don't think she wants to try and chase these at this stage.
No, that's the right call. Drive the centre one back. Just hit it to the left of centre, or she plays
yeah,
out
but then
turn.
if you peel it, it's okay.
I think she's playing the wrong one here, Dave. I'd like to have seen her on that centre guard. This one still potentially might have been a corner guard at some point in the end. I think the angle's better, that's what she's been attracted by.
Slightly closer is the only advantage to it, but no, the right shot is the centre one back row open up. Because unless you make this perfectly, you'll be coming around it. How's she looking for line? Just slightly high. Not bad.
Yeah, pretty
Not
good
bad.
shot. Pretty good shot, but the strategy's not changed. Hannah can still come round that centre. And she's now got a wee nest to basket into.
They're calling on Abby Brown to try and keep it straight.
I think it's just lighter weight.
Needs it for weight as well, Rob. Yep.
Yeah. Cracking line too.
That's all it's done is double guard it.
Yeah, dilemma here for Sophie. She's line 1, but it's back the 4. There's double guards. She could come round again, but
Over the top.
I'd love to see her take the guards off if she's got the hammer.
Yep. Run it straight back this time, open it up. Smart call. Don't want to be making a play and stuff that's just behind the button when you've got last stone. It's all about the angles here. Just a fraction off.
Unlucky. It's probably done its job though. I don't think we're going to see a blank here.
Fleming will make a play on the open yellow.
I think she's really got to. It's a big gamble to
Yeah, that's
guard when you're not lying at this stage of the game. She's 2-1 up. She could leave her opposition facing 3.
Yep, we hit and roll to the side here will be what they're after.
And actually take that nest away that she's it's going to curl.
Moving a fair bit.
that's good.
Sophie just checking to see if she can see the inside of that stone for potential. Check, double, and still get in behind the corner guard. I think at hack weight she can do it. She doesn't need to remove these stones from play, she just needs to pop them into the back of the 12 foot and potentially roll half a stone to the right on your screen there and in behind the clutter at the front.
Yep, Naomi Brown playing a in-turn barrier weight's what was called for.
Looks good to me at the moment. Needs to curl.
Oof. Unlucky. Just touched the guard.
I thought she was past.
Great opportunity for Lorna Beavers to guard up here and
Yeah, that was a crucial stone. The professional side, of course, would have been just on those. Make sure you've got the yellow counter in play. Now she's going to be facing potentially 4 rocks. Sitting out high though.
very, very high.
And probably deeper than she looked for, but well, it looks pretty, but it's Sophie's got out of here maybe.
Yep, Sophie hits that red one just inside the centre, takes the top red and the back red and rolls across in front of the other one. She could be lying a good second shot behind cover. Last one just drew a fraction too much. This one is not tight now, it's a little bit wide.
Yeah, you see half of the problem there was the mindset. Because as she'd been, the first one had curled, she put too much weight on that one. Wasn't brave enough, didn't trust the ice, and of course it stayed out that time.
Yeah, just barrier weight was fine there. Hit it inside, push the top one out to the left, the back one goes out.
Time any better yet?
Yeah, I think that shot was all about, you weren't going to lift all three, so it was all about keeping the yellow in play. And actually the way the reds were going to bounce, the red was always going to sit behind the yellow, and it would have been very difficult for Hannah Fleming to move it, so missed opportunity. Sophie's running out of rocks here.
Yeah, that was a big chance to get out of a difficult situation.
Abby.
Hannah Fleming got a good chance to
Oh, we're tight.
put the guard on, but they're saying it's tight for line.
Oh, Alice, off.
Hannah just trying to get it to drop and put the brakes on and stop somewhere. It's going to be long, so Sophie's going to have a chance to come round.
Yeah, that's not a great shot. It's long and it's tight,
Got away with that. Sorry, I was tight away.
so you can just come down here at back of the 8 foot weight, chip the two reds back to last shot.
Yeah, I mean the guard there looks like it's totally covering the two on the 4 foot, but actually because it's so long, she can probably come down there at back 12 weight and pop them right out of the 4 foot into the white. I don't know if she needs to be even as heavy as that. She's cut the ice again there. I think she's eyeing up hack weight, but really she just needs to be back 8, just move them an inch.
That's good.
A foot.
A big foot.
A big foot.
Yep, no, you're right there, Rob. Just backring weight, hack weight, inside the nose of the red and top of the button.
She can pop these out of the 1 foot circle. That yellow will be almost impossible to move. The two reds will spring into the back and just act as savers. I think she looks heavier than that though. The one thing is, the weight she's calling here, if she shaves the yellow, the centre guard, she will be able to nose the red that's in the house. Crucial stone though.
Oh, line's a bit wide.
Certainly positive handle on that.
Got big weight. She's got a long way to draw at that weight.
Coming now.
Shaves the guard, but it's going to bounce and open, is it? Yep,
Yeah.
it just rolls out. It's a fraction too heavy there.
That's all it was. Yep.
She got very close to the guard, so you couldn't do much more than that.
Quite a big rotation on the stone as well. Probably held it up a bit as well. After it passed the guard, it didn't curl. Just combination of weight and big rotation.
I just got
At least it's popped one out. As meant with her last stone, she's probably got the same shot. So Hannah's going to try and catch this just inside, roll right across on top of the other red. It'll make it almost impossible for Sophie to do an awful lot.
Alice! 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 Hard! Hard, Alice! Keep it going! Go!
Good try. Pretty good position here, Rob. This is not easy for Jackson now. She's got to get in here for first shot.
More control. Maybe barrier. Probably. Yeah.
Yeah, to try and lift the double, the shooter's going to roll too far.
Under, just about half.
Whereas if you play, it's impossible to draw there at tap back weight to get to the one on the button. So it's a great stone placement.
Yeah, it's very difficult to make a double in this shot and hold your shooter.
So I think she's playing barrier weight down that same track to try and play enough weight to keep the stone in play, but she just has to feather the back one, but she's got to commit to this. The worst thing she can do is probably go for in between, go for the double and not have enough force to take them both out and lose a 2. So down to you, Skip.
Big shot. Trails by 1.
Double.
Oh
No.
no, just caught in between the two, gives up 2 against the head.
It was such a difficult position to be in there. I wonder whether they had to play a shot there to lose a 1. They almost had to nose hit the second shot and just say, well played, and dust themselves down and go down the next end. Wee bit of inexperience there, because the option of losing a 2 there against the head was so easy to do if you're caught between 2 minds.
Yeah, I think it was actually a almost impossible shot. You know, you had to give up 1 was always going to be the case. The only shot that you could have played to get first shot was by playing a lighter weight, just playing a back of 8-foot weight and slide past the first one and tap the first shot on the nose. It was probably the better call.
She was very close to that centre guard there, so the chances were you risked getting the 1 but losing a 3. Losing a 3 at this stage would have been very difficult to ski back from. I think the call was probably give up 1.
Yeah, I think you're probably right, Rob.
Still time to come back. She's got the hammer. She's 3 down. I think we'll see Fleming go top 4 this time. I think she'll see some water between the teams now. Sweepers have done the lead a favour there. They got on that early and they managed to work it up to the top of the house.
Yeah, but it's not what she wanted. That's a short stone. When you're 4-1 up, get them top of the 4-foot and bring the game into the house.
So Team Jackson got some success early on in the game, going with the corner guard strategy. I think we'll see the same here. Right hand side of the sheet, we've got corner guard. I think we'll see them go the opposite no matter what Team Fleming does. I think Team Fleming may play the tap up on that one that's been left a bit short.
Yeah, or just come round it. Good shot by Rachel Hannon, good corner guard.
Yeah, if Hannah gets this one right, it might prevent them from being brave enough to go for the second corner.
Just slips behind the tee line.
Yeah, just because it's good enough, they're going to have to follow that in.
Yeah, so we're going to play a freeze down to this one. 3 down, 3 end game. If she can score 2 here.
I think that's the key here for the team to tell themselves, let's not panic, let's get a 2 back and we're still in the game. You look at the scoreboard and you see yourself a long way back. The mindset's to try and chase the game too much.
No, let's have a wee strategy in your head before you start the end. Try and score the 2, force the 1, get 2 coming home and take it down the extra.
That's a great shot.
Really well played, beautiful shot. And electing to remove the dangerous corner guard. Alice Spence out turn rotation. Oops.
Yeah, a wee opportunity now. The door opens for Sophie Jackson's team again.
And just pulled.
Same shot, Rob, just to draw around.
Oh yeah, freeze that one right on top. We'll see Hannah's team running a guard. So the closer she can get this welded on, the better.
The other option here was just to throw the corner guard back up again.
Yeah.
Sweeping hard for line.
Yeah, they really want to get this past. Yeah, it's okay, it's still in play, it's there to be used. It's it'll use up another of Hannah's stones, and the same shot's still there.
You could also have played the intern draw around the guard that the shot that Alice nosed the last time. One of Aviva's trying to keep it straight. Oh my goodness.
Yeah,
Well.
the Muse look. It did curl a lot.
I think it was tight away, Rob. They were sweeping right from the moment she let it go.
Yeah.
Sophie's problem here is that whilst the yellows are lying 2, it's trying to develop an end where she get a multiple score without having them all too close together.
Yeah, I wonder whether the intern draw around the guards keeps them all apart a bit better. Rachel's got to play a good shot here. She's got to get inside it so there's no double on in this. I don't mind the way those two are sitting just now. They're staggered. It's not an easy double. Another thing is, I think Hannah's going to be tempted to run that centre one back a bit.
Not bad. It just got enough swing at the end there to get some sort of cover. She's vulnerable to double takeout in these two.
Yeah, the double's on now, and it wasn't really on before.
Yeah, the played stone onto the...
Left hand, left to 3.
I think you're still going to see a yellow left, which still might create an opportunity for 2. We've still got a corner guard up there.
The top one. Yep! Hard! 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 Go!
Working hard to try and get the hit and roll in. Oh, too thick. Goes over the face of it.
You're slightly inside, but I'm thinking you needed more item.
Yeah, it was a harder shot maybe than we were looking at, because it's actually she really had to get that skinny and make sure she got the double. It's actually better now for Team Jackson than it was before. They've put it lined up behind the centre guard.
Yep, it was a good opportunity there. I think it was a difficult double. It was very, very thin. I think it was easier going for the 2 that were close together.
Yeah. You see them lined up like that, the eyes light up.
Yep.
Adrenaline takes over.
Play the scoreboard, the Rob. You're 3 shots ahead in the 3-end game. It was a good opportunity to cut down the multiple score.
Yeah, just like the weight there that made it catch the draw, and guard's not a bad call, but that was an opportunity that not really a guard, is it?
You don't want to be throwing centre guards and you've got last stone, Rob. You're better getting right round on top of that.
Yeah.
Coming round, 'cause they always had them
Yeah, well, nobody thinks didn't like coming round, but you come round and lie 3, they make the raise. Everything's open then. Coming up short like that. And I think Fleming would be better playing the out turn tap here. She comes round on top of this.
Yeah.
She's taking off centre guards that are actually her friend at the moment. She's 3 up in the game. You come round out turn and tap that yellow behind the tee. Jackson's got a lot of problems.
Yeah, I think she's been attracted with the angle here, Dave. I think she likes the fact that both guards should go and the red might run in. Oh,
What's she thinking now, Rob?
yeah.
As the saying goes, Houston, we have a problem. It was just the wrong call. It was yeah.
I'm going to give up my job as devil's advocate.
The judge and the jury are not buying your case. Sophie's again should be just come right round this.
Yeah, I'd like to see her come right on top.
Just even bite the top of the 12 foot, Rob, half check in behind. There's no run back then. Coming up short, you're giving them the opportunity to make one, come around, draw on top of that. They're forcing you to a one, possibly a two at best. You've got an opportunity for a big score here.
Yeah, it's a game chance to get back in it.
She certainly has to sit wider. She can't be as tight to the
It is wider.
line.
Come round.
It's a good
How
line this
far she's
time.
going to go. It's going to stop drawing though.
Yeah,
It just draws so much at the end.
yeah. I think they'd made
Good
their mind
shot.
up they were going to go with the guard. They probably could have swept that to the top of the 12 foot. And it's protected the red run back.
Hannah looking at the wide double.
Thought about trying to do the one that we just tried to do, but I actually think that is better. And I know we should try and like
Got them thinking.
you're like did not see that.
End of the day, Robin out turn draw. Frees the top, the yellow on the button there. How does Sophie score more than one? We're back to run backs again.
Yeah, especially with Hannah just having 2 stones to go. I think it's too late to try doubling off guards. If she only takes one of these, she doesn't have the protection of the last stone this time.
She's trying to hit the yellow stone on the right hand side as we look at it. Across the face of the red, drive the red back onto the 2 yellows.
Again, I think they're just being sucked in with the chance, the fact that there's a red there at the front that's going to get driven into the pack. But I think with 2 stones to come, they need to get a red in there.
Abby! Whoa! 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 Yeah!
Must be close. Great shot.
Missed the trick there by sweeping that back tee. That's a great recovery.
Very well played. Changes the dynamics of the end completely, but Sophie can still play an out turn draw here.
Do you want to try it?
Or she can play the raise on the yellow one.
What?
I think they've got to try and get their 2 in the bank here. I think they've got to go around the corner guard first. Make sure they get the 2. I think this is a great shot if you make it, but if you don't make it, the 2's gone and the end's gone. You play the force and you're 2 down without the hammer and 2 end game.
Yeah, you play the out turn draw here. It's very difficult for hand to remove it because the red would act as a blocker.
Yeah, you still might get the chance the 3 with your last stone. But anyway, I've been proved wrong 3 or 4 times this game, so she'll make this, go behind the guard and get her 3.
Well, it's not easy doing that. I think the trouble is to make this run back, you're going to leave both stones sitting in the open.
Yeah. Yeah, Hannah got the real bonus of still line shot after that run back.
That was a great shot.
Oh. Close. Yep. 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 Whoa. Whoa.
Curl, they're saying. So it's just done too much.
Just caught it fraction off the line.
There's always the risk, and the opportunity for the two's now gone.
That's a tough shot to make that and lie.
Yeah.
It's not easy.
Yeah, sometimes when you see an opportunity of a big end and it goes and you lose the clarity of what you're trying to do, and really at the start of the end there, the strategy was to get a two, and they still had the opportunity of a two. They developed a corner guard, but the stuffing got knocked out of them a wee bit with the run back double.
Yeah, no question, that was the shot of the game so far. Hannah Fleming playing the scoreboard. She was 3 up, took a wee chance on the angles and got the run back absolutely perfectly. Couldn't have run down and placed it any better than it was.
Yeah, I mean it's a game of millimetres really, and had the red not been counting second shot there, yeah, had the back red not been out counting the front yellow, I think Sophie would have ignored it all day long.
Yep.
Not really, but
And
if
probably
you
still
want to
manufactured a two and got right back into the game. So she can't see enough of this to blank it. What's the strategy here then, Dave? Would you rather be 3 down with 2 ends to go, or would you rather be 2 down without the hammer?
100% 3 down with the hammer. Rob, she's got control of the game. It's not an easy one here though. It's not an easy one to blank. She can only see about an inch of that stone, so she elects to draw down, take her 1. By doing that, she's got 2 ends to score the 2 shots for the extra end, which is all possible. Had a great end going there.
Yeah, the way they play the game, they're going to create opportunities, so they've every chance still.
Just that questionable call on Naomi Brown's second shot in particular. I think we'd have liked to see her come in the top of the 12 foot, just bite the top, and you'd half check the run back and you'd make it very tough for Hannah. Instead they threw the guard up and it was pretty close to the target stone, and as I said before, Hannah Fleming played an outstanding raised double takeout.
Julian!
Girls working it, nothing too desperate, keeping it clean, nice weight.
Yeah, Sophie's had a great weight the whole game, and hasn't really thrown a bad stone. Really, the game's come down to the strategy, maybe.
Yeah, it has, definitely. It was actually a questionable call at the 5th end when she lost 2, and again at the 6th end, but that's the joys of being 19 years old. Free spirit to the game. She'll learn. She's got a great coach in Robin Halliday. Done a really good job with these 4 young girls. And it's days like this that they'll debrief after the game, learn from the mistakes, and the good teams don't make them twice.
Yeah, the good thing is that their attitude on the ice there, their body language is very positive. They're chipper, they're there together as a team. There's nothing to worry about the way they're playing anyway.
You know, and even in the stats, Sophie's actually outscoring Hannah Fleming by 8 points at the moment on the percentages. But Hannah's made the key shots.
Yeah,
none more so than that last end.
Big shots when it really matters, isn't it? And that's experience, being able to perform when you really need to.
2, 3, 3, 2.
Well, Sophie Jackson will be keen to get some clutter out the front.
Yep.
It's over curled a wee bit, but I think we'll see double guards going up this time. Hannah 2 up with.
Trying the tick shot. She can't remove the yellow from play. She can move it around, she can push it into the house or split it to the side. It's very tight for line, this one.
Yeah, that's going to swing right over it. So we'll take a chance to see another guard going up here.
Mm-hmm.
Right out.
Sophie got nothing to lose now. She can afford to throw caution to the wind a bit.
Thanks for thought.
Have a good challenge.
not easy playing these tick shots on that swinging ice either, because you've got to cut your weight to hack weight, and they really go at that weight just as much as on a draw.
Yeah. Well, in Sophie's situation here, there's nothing wrong at all with
Just over is good.
just being over the hog line no more here.
Swing it.
Trying to ideally line them up so there's no double land roll to the side, which unfortunately there is here. If Alice plays the out turn rotation, she can lift both these and roll out.
5. No. Hard.
Looks on the nose to me. Oh no, she's got it the other way.
Yeah, I think she was trying to get it to the
Yeah, I think so, and I think it overcurled on her again.
overcurl. That'll be replaced because it's gone out of play.
So staggered guards.
Yeah, I was going to hit it myself there, Robbie. I thought it was actually Alice Spencer's shot when I was talking about the double, but Sophie wants to get one in here now because the guards will come off, so we'll get a good shot on top of the button now. It gives something to guard up for the rest of the end. Rachel Halliday, a product design student studying at Strathclyde University in her third year.
5.
Playing out turn draw.
It's a great line.
Got a good line if they can get the weight, get it right down onto top of the 4 foot. Not bad.
Yeah, pretty good. The angles all three might go here, just the way that's coming over the top, but I think you've just got to take a chance and try and get them in.
That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. Just give me more ice.
Big curl, nice rates, come past the centre guard and come completely out the other side of it. The second guard's giving it cover.
Big rotation again. It's the way to throw it for these peels and the guards. I think they need to concentrate, just get the one off and not worry too much about being greedy on the doubles. They're 2 up the hammer and get sucked in for going for big shots and end up facing 2s.
Yep. Sophie calling another long guard. She's hoping that she can guard up for a few more shots and play a tap with her last one. And at some point the Fleming team want to try and make a double on the guards.
Yeah, you look back to that first stone that's just over curled off the centre line. It's making it difficult for Sophie to position the centre guard without setting a double up. Ideally, the first one needs to be on the centre line so that when you put your second one on the centre line, there's no double. That's about as good as she could have placed it. There's so much distance between them, the double is very difficult.
That's perfect. Absolutely spot on there.
Anna's thinking she's going to take the opportunity of taking the close one off first, potentially the double. Maybe thinking that the one that's on the centre line is too long, it's not really bothering her. She can still come round that at hack weight and take anything out the house.
Sorry for laughing, Rob, but it's
One or the other.
you are right. She was going for the stone, but she was somewhat tight of line.
Very slow.
Not easy to call this game, Dave.
We've got the disadvantage not being down the line of the ice.
I thought she was going to take the chance of getting that double when she had the chance. I didn't think that centre guard should have worried her too much.
Whoa! Have a look!
No, I think she was trying to take the one off that's closer to the house, which is probably
The danger.
my second call. I think we were going for the double as well, but Naomi trying to replace it. A little bit heavier this time. Still a good shot.
It's pretty good there.
Very good shot, right in the centre line.
She'll go double in the guards this time, the way they're staggered, but there's a bit of breathing space between them. Still a tough shot to get the double.
Yeah, she's got the in-turn rotation going here.
Just the one.
Just misses it. Like an out-turn shot to be robbed. Out-turn yellow across the face of yellow, drive it back onto the one that's in the house. You could have lifted everything there, but
right, Sophie will be happy to put this exactly the same place.
Naomi Brown, her second shot at the 7th end. Girls are saying it's a little bit hotter this time, a bit quicker.
Looks okay.
Trying to take it past the guard and get a biter at the top, doing a separate double.
Pity.
Yep, that's just not quite what she was after, just a little heavy there. Lorna Vivers hits this just to the left of centre, lifts both the guards. Just like that.
Yeah, good shot. Anywhere on that side would have done, but she's gone and the shooter's gone with it, so Sophie's first one. She's looking for that centre guard again.
She would like to cover the sponsors' logos. We're delighted to be able to bring this Curling Champions Tour game to you from the city of Perth, thanks to our title sponsors, EDF Energy, in conjunction with British Curling, Liguer Switzerland, Perth and Kinross Council, Mercure Hotels, and our hosts Live Active Leisure here at the Jurors Centre in Perth, Scotland. Hope you're all enjoying this game wherever you're watching around the world. First of a 3-game day for many of these teams here.
Yep, Bill.
The two former Scottish junior champions
Hard.
contesting this battle.
Go.
Hannah Fleming's, three of Hannah Fleming's team were world gold medalists in Östersund, Sweden in 2012 when they defeated the Czech Republic, and they followed up the following year with a silver medal in Sochi. Outstanding record.
Yeah, pretty good guard there from Sophie Jackson. It's just it's long enough that there's no run back, and it's not tempted. I did wonder whether Hannah would have looked at the come around, but it's just too good. So she'll peel it off. Sophie will be left with the same dilemma again.
The next time they're robbed, she should come and play a little tap up.
Yeah.
Push the yellow from the to the back of the forefoot, tempt her to draw and leave a bit of distance between the two yellows for a tricky double takeout.
Yeah, the yellow's not really close enough to the forefoot to win the end, so she should possibly be trying to conjure up something in the house, but looks like they're going guard again.
Sophie Jackson, final stone. 7th end, trying to guard up the one she's got in the middle of the 8 foot. It's not bad, Rob. You can write down on top of the EDF sign.
Yeah,
because if she tries to draw and she's fractionally inside, she rubs it in. Good shot.
Yeah, it was good.
Very good shot, because
It's where they wanted it.
yeah, it's absolutely perfect there.
Maybe we just have the mindset that Hannah's not had a draw for a few ends now. It was lightning for the first half of the game. I suspect it's probably just slowed down a hair since then. She's got the whole of the 4-foot skip shot.
Touch in for 15.
Hannah Fleming looking to get a piece of the 4-foot here to score 1.
Nice positive throw.
Out turn rotation. It's positive, alright, Rob. Doesn't look like it needs much help here.
The girls are trying to pull it back.
Oh, it's flying.
Oh yeah, that's hack weight.
That was miles away.
Yep, you're right, it was a distance from being accurate there. Wow,
We've got a game on.
absolutely. Really good end by the Jackson team. Asked the question and Fleming couldn't come up with answers.
There's a lot of good guards played there, Dave. I mean, it's you know, the crowd likes to see the big shots, big doubles and run backs, but actually some skilled curling placing these guards right on that centre line, 4 in a row at perfect weight on swingy ice. It's a lot harder to suddenly be able to throw a guard on the centre line when you've played the whole game, taking edge the 12 to land on the button. Suddenly you've got to change the dynamics and bring the whole game 10 feet further forward. Great skill set there. And they made adjustment to the line and the length. Team sweeping, both sides switch sweeping. They were getting it on the ticker tape the whole time. Good work. They earned their 1, and it's changed the game completely around again.
To be quite honest, the Scottish Junior champions, Sophie Jackson's team are well ahead in the stats just now. In particular, Rachel Hannon is shooting 86 against Abby Brown at 66. And Sophie Jackson at 79 against Hannah Fleming 64. Pretty much the difference between the two teams. However, the scoreboard doesn't show that mainly because of one shot when Hannah Fleming played a double raise, double takeout, completely changed the 6th end, forcing Sophie to a 1 rather than a multiple score.
And it's hard because
This is very much game on. The momentum's with Jackson. She's 1 down without the hammer. Looking for a steal of 1 to take it into extra end.
Yeah, Team Fleming, there's no doubt they still have the advantage. They've got the hammer, they're 1 up, they're experienced team. They should be in no worries, but it's an amazing thing, momentum.
Yep.
So we had a centre guard up there, and Abby Brown's just tried to play a tick shot, popped it through. The guard will be replaced, and Rachel will be able to put another one in.
Well, she can get a tight guard this time. She can come
Yep.
round that. You look right to there. That's the call.
Yeah, similar weight again, and throw it to the brushes. Let the brushes sweep it down to the front of the house this time. Calling 2-3, which is exactly where they want to be.
Lines everything. I think it's lined up, so they're
Looks like
both
it's
in
in the
line.
house though. Perfect.
Doesn't matter. It's just as long as the line's right. And that's good.
Yep,
Good shot.
perfect.
2 very good shots. Got the great setup. Abby trying the tick again.
So I think they're ticking over the face of the stone, Dave.
Yep, they're trying
So-
to come past the centre
Yep.
and just flick it to the side. Doesn't quite get it, she touches it, but just a fraction out. This is giving Sophie a good opportunity to come in behind now.
Yeah, the weight was good there for the tick. I think I was just questioning the strategy of going over the top of a tick. Especially the way they're lined up there. I'd much rather have seen them take more ice, been brave, and just feathered it this side and create a corner guard if you have to.
Yeah, the majority of teams tick into the stone as opposed to across the face. The reason
Yep.
being that you get more reaction off the stone, it'll always bounce out to the side more. Whereas coming across the face, you get a duller contact. Well, 7's tee high.
Lots of line, but that won't matter too much at the moment because I think Team Fleming will be chasing the guard. So
Yep. Similar situation to the last end where Jackson lying with 3 yellows.
Sorry, I had to switch for.
almost done its job. It's a half guard.
Yeah, it's not just perfect because that's any opportunity to draw an out turn gone now. So if Sophie can get some guards up to the left of the centre line to look at it, but Laguerre sign.
It's a classic last end scenario here, though, isn't it?
1, 2, 2, 2.
Opposition skip sitting there thinking, how am I going to get my last rock in here? One side blocked up. And just double these guards off. A little bit deep that time, Dave.
Is Hannah going to be tempted to remove the one off the button, or is she going to try and double the guards?
Oh, got to double the guards all day long.
Hit that first yellow on the left of centre, you'll put it over the face of the back yellow, and then you've got a chance of moving the one off the button. The one off the button's a problem for Fleming now because it's reduced her drawing area for last shot right down. Currently there's no out turn draw on.
It's curling.
Good shot.
Yeah. Not sure that's the way they were trying to hit it, though. I think they were trying to get it on the other side over the top so they could have got the staggered treble. It ran the risk on hitting on that side to actually. She didn't miss that red by an awful lot, but she's done the job. She's lifted the double. These stones from Jackson now need to all be 100%. And that is.
Yep, that's the perfect place.
And it's 'cause I thought I just got. Thought I just.
Trouble at Mill Rob, that's not the result she was looking for. She's opened it up, but there's no question the out turn side is well blocked up now. Sophie can afford to err on the left hand side of the centre line.
Yeah, it just gives Team Jacks a little bit more room here. So she can afford to be, where she had to absolutely split the centre line, she can afford to be a stone's width on the high side.
Certainly looks very high just now.
High and heavy, I think. I think that's
coming right down. Just a little quick with that one. Our first one was a perfect length. This one now,
I think I just slid faster.
if they lift the double on this one, it's going to be coming around the two reds. Still got to play it.
Yeah, she lifted a good double with her first, so chance for Lorna just to do her skip a favour here.
Good shot.
Yeah, she has, and she's left the red, and it looks good at the moment. But I'm wondering whether if Sophie Jackson can draw on the in-turn past the red behind the two corner guards, it might be a bit of a hindrance for her draw to the button at the end.
Or a guard, but that seems a bit.
Well, the other shot's the draw around the two reds.
Yeah, I like coming round.
Be a bad call. Just feels good.
I think there's no doubt if you go guard, it's not a bad call. I think Hannah's going to rip it off though.
Well, she may rip it off, or she can take the decision to
Go for it.
try and win the game with the first stone. Yep,
Yeah,
that's right.
that was my only as well. It's just if
I like her.
I quite
yeah.
like drawing around the two guards. The reason for that is if Hannah comes on top of you, and even if she lies shot with your last one, you can
Just
come around
like
that red
like we're
that's top of the 12 foot and get hidden in behind.
So I like this call. This is the one I'd be going for. Would you like to see them play the other hand? Because she's still got an out-turn draw.
I think they're actually going to go for a centre guard here, Rob.
Looks a lot of ice for the come around, doesn't it?
I think she's going to try and put one back in the centre line again.
Yeah, I mean that's not wrong. It's just it's a gamble.
That's a pretty good call.
I don't think Hannah's going to ignore it and go and try and win the game. I think she's going to take this one off wherever it lands.
Whoa. Just let it stop. Yeah. Whoa. That's fine.
Yeah, good shot.
So, make your mind up time. You going to clear the guard off, Rob, or are you going to come round?
Guard off.
Well, you've got to think here. The way to look at this is, what would benefit Sophie after you finish playing this shot? You take the guard off. It leaves her two options. She can play the in-turn draw round the red that's in the house, or come in behind the two guards.
That's easier.
If Hannah decides to take it on now, can Sophie follow her down? She's
Yeah.
likely to rip this guard off.
Yeah, I'm just thinking that if Hannah avoids this guard, she's only got really one shot. Wherever this guard disappears, Sophie's got the come around into the 4 foot. Hannah's got 2 shots. She can still win the game. If she ignores the guard, comes in, she might get it half wrong, and there might be no shot for her with her last stone. So this is the right call all day long, I think.
Hannah Fleming's first shot at the 8th end. Sounds good, and is good.
So she's got a couple of options here.
Mine's the shot I like. I like to put it right where Naomi's brush
Yeah.
is just now, in behind the two reds. If you go behind the red that's in the house just now, yeah, you can make it, no question about that. It's plenty of draw to get in there. But you give her the luxury of the relatively easy run back.
I don't know if she, would she tap it? Yeah, okay. Like here?
Well, she failed to draw here coming down this way the last time, so I think she'll be trying to get it hidden so that Hannah's got to follow her in. Coming down between the two reds, I think this is the percentage shot too.
Yeah, but she wants to try and get tucked in behind the two red ones there, because if she shows her half or 3/4 of the stone, Hannah will probably just play the peel because
Yeah.
she'll be lying one at the front. We saw Hannah miss her last draw at the last end by a fair bit, so I think if Sophie can get this in on top of the tee line and hidden, she wouldn't be far away from putting some pressure on. In turn rotation. Final shot.
Changing the ice in mid-slide. I hope she's not cut her ice.
Oh,
Got plenty of weight, looks
Oh,
pretty
yeah.
good weight wise. Looks pretty
Yeah,
big, I think.
yeah. I think she thought that
Flying,
minute she let
yeah.
go of it. Yeah.
good.
It's digging in at the back of the 8 foot.
Well,
She does lie short.
it's made her play a shot.
Yep. It wasn't, the line was great. It was just a couple of yards less weight. She was perfect, but she's asked the question. Hannah's got to draw into the 8 foot to win the game.
Just a bit of adrenaline there, that's all it was.
It's not a great thing at the top of your backswing to stop, adjust the ice, then carry on. You're better just standing up and having a wee think about it.
Yeah. Yeah, that was the game shot, really. Okay, Hannah, this is what the game's about. Team's left you the 8 foot.
It's all out for line.
In turn rotation.
Got room. Just for weight. Keep looking. No.
It's
How's
way
the
out
weight?
there. It's
Does,
out.
doesn't look short either, Rob, at this stage. It's still moving on.
Tell you what, that's
Slipping through. Wow.
just shows you
Another steal of one.
pressure.
Talked about momentum. We're going to be going down the extra end. 2 draws back to back, so Team Jacks know what they've got to do. They've just got to ask the question, and Hannah's just been a little bit hot in the last 2 draws.
We've seen 2 consecutive ends there where Team Jackson's front end must have thrown 100%. Rachel Hannon's got her stone placement just perfect, and Rachel Halliday followed it up by persistently just putting the stones right on the centre line. Kept the pressure on Team Fleming the whole end. There was no respite, and although the opening was there for Hannah, she still struggled down that track. So game on.
Yeah, it's been a good game this morning. It's played. Both teams have played reasonably well, but in particular, Rachel Hannon and Sophie Jackson had a great game. Can they do it for one more end though?
Yeah, I think the difference in this game's been the front ends. The Han and Halliday combination, the two Rachels are shooting nearly 80% each, and Abby Brown, Alice Spence struggling down near 60. So, and it's come to fruition in the second half of the game, especially when the team's playing the steel ends. That's where stone placement is absolutely vital, and Rachel's put another perfect stone there right on the centre line on the EDF Energy sponsor sign. It's hard to tick from there as well.
It is. It's hard to take and not put it into the house. Of course, the advantage is if Abby Brown can tap this into the house, it's no big problem because she can take it out with her next stone.
Yeah. Classic strategy. Close guard with your first, long guard with your second.
Yep.
That looks like it's going to over curl to me.
Yep. Now, if Rachel can do the same as the last two ends and just get one over the hog line and line it up. Running across the rest of the game just now. Tirizoni won over Fleury from Canada. Ogasawa beat the very young dandy team from Scotland. Muirhead beat Skaslin from Norway. Hasselberg beat Murray from Scotland. Jeannie Aitken beat Lauren Gray in the Scottish battle. And Ilana Pats beat Flaxley from Canada, drawing the 8 foot with the last stone to win. Right now Val Sweeting's in an extra end against Anna Fowler from England. Sweeting with the hammer, and currently only one guard in play in Canada throwing.
You go there and we do that, it's coming on to it. Yep. Or that wing. That wing's probably better.
Another good centre guard there. Changing dynamics here. Not going for the tick. Put one out in the wide wing. Hannah thinking long term here. She's thinking that she'll have a wee saviour that she can possibly play a strike with her last. I think this is what this is saying.
Well, I'm not sure about this call, Rob. I think that's fine during the game when you're ahead and you've got the hammer, but at this stage now it's perhaps not the best, especially with that result. So Rachel Halliday, as in the previous couple of ends, if we can get this one round the guards, the way these guards are set up, they're going to go with one shot. That's the downside for the Jackson team, but however if they can get one on top of the 4 foot here, it gives them someone to cover up or guard for the rest of the end.
She wants to really be top 4 this time. She really doesn't want to be back T. So crucial things, just making sure top 4, even if it's top 8. This might be the only chance they get to get one in position.
It's certainly not short of weight.
Yeah, it's deep again,
It's
isn't
going
it?
to come out the other side.
That's okay.
Seen ends one with that one. It's all about the guards. The unfortunate thing is if they only spring the one guard, Sophie may have to go into the house again.
Not sure if she just takes one guard off here. I think Sophie will be
Replacing.
replacing for a few, but
She's got them.
takes them both off. She'll definitely be replacing it now anyway.
Yeah.
On the centre line. Good shot from Alice, took a double. And one guard is there as a red guard, so yep, Jackson going back to our sponsors EDF sign.
Yeah.
Well placed for the ultimate guarding position.
Yeah, Paul's boys must have thought that when they were placing them there.
2, 1, 2.
Probably want to be a little bit further up than 2 this time.
1.
Yeah, they've got to make sure they've got to get over the hog
Oh,
line
that's-
for a start. That's not heavy.
No.
Got to go really hard to get that one over. I think that's going to be short.
Ouch.
Yeah, that hurts.
And I take no chances. The back one's not too much of a threat for her. Good tidy up job from Alice.
Wow, what a shot.
Nice bonus.
Yep. 2 great shots by Alice, two doubles back to back. And the bonus shot was the roll in. Huge advantage, Team Fleming now. Jackson girls just didn't quite get the guards lined up properly this time. There was too many were offset at the angle.
Yeah, the sore one was the one that didn't make it into play.
Yeah, that was the.
They've still got a chance. Any centre guard's going to be a hero here. That's going to overcurl too. Pretty good. Perfect.
Yep, nice shot.
Yeah, that's been a great tussle between Anna Fowler of England and Val Sweeting. Val Sweeting, one of the best teams in the world. And Anna Fowler's gone toe-to-toe with her, taking a couple of twos off her in the last half of the game.
Okay, good clearing from Lorna Beavers. Sophie just going to ask Naomi to replace it. Back in the same place.
Yeah, there's been a far more clinical end from Team Fleming this time. They've been right on it with every strike, and you see the difference. It's very hard to defend if your team can clear. That's shorter weight too.
Yeah, it's a bit lighter. It's not been their finest moment in the last couple of draws there. Both were short. 2 hog stones at the extra end, Rob, is
Yeah, they may be concentrating too much and trying to get them just over the hog.
the first one was right up on the EDF sign, which is it
was perfect.
2 metres short of the house. The same again was what they're after. Anna Fowler of England just coming up short with her last draw attempt on the extra end against Val Sweeting. So Sweeting moves on to 2-0.
Just if we go there, they could maybe use it. Just like that. Control.
Lorna Beavers being asked to remove the yellow stone from play at the back of the house.
Yep, taking absolutely no chances. Line the shot, no point. Bringing another one in.
Just got to make sure you take it out. Doesn't want to lie here. Just rolling out of the house is ideal. Tell you what, Rob, that's starting to move a lot.
Yeah, it's on her own one, I think.
Oof.
I wondered why they were throwing control. Lorna just played a couple of good hits in the last end, played a good hit with her first. You cut the weight, it catches the draw. She would have been just normal weight, would have been fine there.
What an opportunity that was to basically finish off the game. Jackson team just won't go away. They've got an opportunity again here.
Yeah, they've shown a lot of perseverance on this strategy, and it's paid off the last 3 ends. So
calling the guard again. It's not a dive shot if you go up and freeze that red, by the way, as well, Rob. If you get a half check on top of that red,
Yeah, now might have been the time to do it.
and cover your back when you're going to make Fleming face a lot of stones. You third last shot.
Line's good. 3.
I'd like to see them working this.
Should be keeping it clean now.
Bills. Bills. Yep. Hard. Hard, hard, hard. Right over, right over. Go, go, go.
Guess
Good
where,
shot.
Rob?
Yep.
Back on the EDF sign again. Good guard. Fleming just trying to remove this, and Jackson will have to make a play on the red one after that.
It's a good hit.
Yeah, it's a good call, but like you say, the check freeze on the red in the house, it's maybe a bigger gamble, but you're in an extra end with no cover up. It's time to throw the dice, really, because you're going to have to move it with your last stone.
Here she goes, Hannah Fleming's first shot at the extra end, trying to clear the guard off. Does that successfully.
Yeah, that's all she needed. A wee bit of panic, but there was no risk, really.
Now, Sophie Jackson taps the red back to lie 2. Seeing the replay here, misses the back one by a fair bit. Good shot.
Yeah, just make sure your line, if you can get a slight inside roll, would be a bonus, but
But
make sure you've got Hannah facing 2 shots. She'll not fancy the draw.
No, exactly.
Raise is probably harder than the
A great shot here's to hit the red and just roll across to where the pink brush shaft is there on the left.
But then
Yep.
again, it would be.
Make it impossible to play a double and lie.
Yeah, it would be like a double.
Make it a very difficult nose hit.
Yeah. I don't mind either or. Yeah. Is it swinging?
Well, we know the stone pulls a lot here. Once it comes off the centre line out turn, this is where Lorna Beavers robbed the red on the way past. That's not a lot of ice.
No.
I think it needs more ice than that. It depends what weight she plays, but I'd have thought she'd be playing a barrier weight.
I think she's going to be more than that, isn't she, at that ice? We saw the tick shots swinging a lot on that out turn coming down there, so
She wants to hit this to the right of centre as we look at it.
Whoa. Yep.
it's away.
Yep.
No, they like it.
Gotta keep it on the high side. Can she lie?
Great shot.
Absolutely perfect.
Yep.
Very well played. Super shot from Sophie Jackson, and she's done all she can now. She's asked the question.
Barrier weight.
Yeah, she kept her weight up there. That was the difference, wasn't it? She was confident, trusted the ice.
Hannah Fleming. In turn barrier. Has to lie in the 8 foot. Can't afford to roll.
Yeah, it should be a regulation shot for Hannah. She'll be comfortable with this. This is what you want as a skip to be left. Last stone at the extra end. But we've seen pressure do funny things.
Yep, it's just the fact that she's missed her last couple of last shots of the previous 2 ends. She'll be focusing now on the nose hit for the game. Sounds pretty good. They're on off, on off. Oh no, it's rolling.
Got a big bounce off it. And that's the game.
Wow, Rob.
It was quite a
Three
big handle again. There was a lot of rotation, so when it made contact, it got a big bounce, and the heads are quick.
3 steals in a row for Sophie Jackson, secures an extra end win against Hannah Fleming. And been a great game, some outstanding shots, and as we said earlier, in particular from Hannah and Jackson, the percentages have come back at the end of the day to prove to be right. There was a 13% difference between the two teams, and the star players were Rachel Hannon 85% and Sophie Jackson 82%. Very impressed, Rob, with the Jackson team. They skipped the game well, played their shots, got themselves in a little bit of bother at the 5th end, perhaps a little dubious call at the 5th and 6th ends, but shot making wise they came back and made some tremendous shots in 7, 8 and the extra end.
Well, they were consistent throughout the team. I think the battle of the front end made it hard for Hannah. She ended up playing a lot of hard shots when she was up against it as well, and really the two Rachels front end for Sophie Jackson's team never put a foot wrong. They were getting their guards in the right place, and once they started playing that catch-up game, they were getting their 2 guards up front before Hannah Fleming's team had much chance to do an awful lot. A lot of good shots, a lot of good ends, stones in play, both teams attacking, which was great to see.
Yeah, the ice was perfect for it, wasn't it? It gave the girls the confidence to go out and play the aggressive calls and aggressive shots. So Jackson recovers from last night's defeat to Fleury from Canada to go on to 1 win and 1 loss alongside Hannah Fleming's. So from Rob Niven and myself here in Perth, we say good morning to you and look forward to you joining us again for our next televised game at 2 o'clock GMT, where Anna Fowler from England takes on Karina Aitken from Scotland. Look forward to seeing you then.